of you, I hope that you had an amazing Christmas and a fab new year, and I hope that this year brings you everything you could possibly want or need or just feel like. Let's go with that. Hello, welcome back to Kitten Up Kitten, and today it is the DIY DP weekly. So it's my once a week, hopefully, potentially once a week video for my conversion. Those of you that do not know, this is a cross stitch conversion done on canvas using an app called Pattern Keeper. I am using predominantly spare drills, but I do have some that I have bought just to keep me going while the event was on. And these weekly sessions are to keep my hand in while I wait between November and May. So I do an event twice a year. I'm starting with 922, and the reason I'm starting with 922 is because there's some nice bandy bits here. That's my technical word, bandy bits. It just looks like it's a nice easy one to plot while I'm talking, so that's why I've chosen it. Anywho, as I was saying, I do an event twice a year called DIY DP, and this year it will be taking place in May, which is DIY DP 25. Done that one. Trying to make sure that I mark them all off. And then November will be the other one, which will be DIP. What the? Off to a good start, Sam, for this brand new year. Okay, let's start again. And I will say, if you are here for the very first time, please do consider subscribing. This year is all about building my channel. I would really appreciate it if you like the video to give it a like. It really does help my video get seen by more people. If you would like to comment, please do let me know what you're working on. Are you also doing a conversion project? Are you thinking of doing one? Are you a regular to DIY DP, or are you someone who's thinking of joining this year? Please do like, comment and subscribe. Are you going in or out? Go in, thank you. Talking to the dog, or one of the dogs. So yes, please do all of the things, because they all help massively. I will say, I was having a look now. Last year, I had like 30% of people were watching that weren't subscribed. That is not the case now. So thank you to everybody who took the time to subscribe in the last 12 months. It is now only 10%, 11% of people that aren't subscribed. So if you are watching and you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, to make it easier for you to find it, click that subscribe button, and it will notify you every time I put a video up. So if you're coming back though, Happy New Year. Hope you well. So I am being a good girl. For those of you that saw my video the other day, I'm trying to be good and finishing work, coming home and getting the video, whatever video I need doing first, get that work done first, instead of doing my usual, come in, have a drink, go to bed. We're not doing that anymore. We are making the most of the available time I've got. I was trying to unmark those, but it's not happening, so I'm just gonna put these here. So if you are watching and you have no idea what DIY DP is, this is a DIY DP is a conversion event. It takes place in March and November, May and November each year. This year it will be called DIY DP Spring 25. and DIY DP Winter 25. And then the following year, hopefully, it will follow the same pattern. Unless something drastic happens, but I doubt it. So, twice a year. It means that I will be working on my conversion for the whole of those 2 months. The event starts on the 1st of the month, ends on the end of the month, and there are prizes available, which I will give out details for a little bit nearer the time. But by doing this every week, number one, I'm taking time out to actually work on it. Because I do this all the time. I will work on it for the event and then not any. I'm really bad. I'm not very motivated. This year is about building and working. So that's where my focus is going to be. And I've made a conscious effort to start treating YouTube and the event as a job. Because I have to. Because do you know what? If I don't, then it's far too easy for me to go, nah, I'm not going to bother today. Meh, can't be bothered. Doesn't matter. It's only YouTube. It's only a hobby. I'm not doing that anymore. It isn't a hobby. It is something which could potentially be a wage earner for me later on. So I am going to start treating it as such. However, by doing this weekly video, number one, if you're working on a conversion, it might give you a little bit of a nudge. Do you know what I mean? Fridays are the day. Fridays are conversion days. Number two, it also means that I get to mention my own event regularly, which I did not do enough of last year because I want it to grow. And we had a big shrink last year. November. Last May was pretty busy, but this last year, not so much. And it's my fault, so I'm owning that. So, ask the question. If you don't know what I'm doing, ask the question. Alternatively, you can hashtag search for hashtag DIYDP, and it will bring you up an absolute ton of videos. You can look for hashtag DIYDP weekly. It will bring up just a couple because that's all I've got so far. But all of these videos will have that tagline. And if you're not interested in conversions, just use it like a normal whip and chat. It just, you know, I tend to talk less about my personal life and more about what I'm doing on this because I have to think a bit harder. Please know I do not call out comments, etc. on these whips just because it is just too much to deal with while I'm trying to count. So here we are. So I'm currently at 44.18%. It would be amazing if I could get to 50% in the next few weeks. That would be really good. Right, where did that one go? That one goes there. Didn't want to let go. Yeah, that would be amazing. If I could go into November at if I could go into May with at least 60% done, that would be amazing, because potentially I could finish this project by the end of November, which would be fabulous because I have quite a few others that I would like to do. I do, however, need to go onto AliExpress and order a piece of canvas for the bit that I lost, because I need a decent length bit so that I can do the bottom two sections. I must do that. I'm not going to need it in the next couple of weeks though, so I'm not going to fret too much, but I do need to remind myself every now and again that I need to do that. So it is Thursday the 2nd of January. I am being good. I've gone back to work today. So these want to go down a bit, don't they? Didn't do that very well. I've gone back to work this morning. I have come home from my second job and literally sat down to do this straight away to get this bit done. So it will mean that once I've done this video and I've edited it, I will then carry on. You know, I won't film me doing the whole section unless I get a really good move on. Usually I'll do a bit to give you the idea, to give you that little bit of a little bit of motivation if you're working on your own. And then I will finish, because that is my new rule. My new rule is that I cannot do part sections. I must finish the section that I'm doing, so that I guarantee 900 drills per week. Got to be strict. Starting to be much stricter on myself. Haven't really done too much, to be honest. Like literally I took a massive break from social media, including Messenger. You know, I didn't really have my phone on. I just took a massive, and I needed it so bad. I did like a media detox. I'm so pleased I did, because it meant that I got time with family. You know, we've had a lot of emotional stuff going on. Christmas was no exception. We still had, you know, the emotional fallout. And that changed everything. So, you know, right, I think there is a little bit of plastic stuck on there somewhere, because that... it feels like there's a bit of plastic. Maybe there isn't. It just feels very slippery. Okay. Take it that it's not then. Where were we going? Right, we're going there. Right, that's that too. I've got lost already. There we go. Yeah. So Christmas, pretty much it was like, okay, are the kids okay? Once the kids were okay, is the husband okay? Once the husband was okay, am I okay? That, you know, that's pretty much, there wasn't a lot of time for anything else, but we had a lovely break. We had a quiet Christmas. We didn't do anything too out there. And the same with New Year. It was just me and Ashley. Well, Jason came home at about 5 to midnight, so just before the bells chimed. But Kat came down 5 minutes afterwards. Mum was asleep. I know, right? She was in bed by 9. Ridiculous. But yeah, she was asleep. So it was just me and Ash, and we just, you know, didn't even have a drink. Well, Ash did. He had a tin, but I didn't. I was quite happy. I was more annoyed that they had nothing better on the Sophie Ellis Bextor. I cannot stand her. Absolutely cannot stand her. So I was not impressed. And it was her or Jules Holland, and I don't like Jules Holland because he always has weirdies. Such a weird man, and he has weird people on. Try not to be judgmental here, but they kind of are. So yeah, that was our New Year. So got up this morning, didn't want to get up. We had a surprise visit from Ashley's cousin yesterday, which, bearing in mind, he sort of lives 2.5 hours away. It's quite a trek. So yeah, he came over and decided to stay overnight, so that was nice. Him and Ashley went to the pub, and then we had pizza, whereas normally we would have a roast dinner. Kat had a date, so she was out yesterday. It was, you know, all going on. But back to work today. Hopefully I'll be able to get back into a routine quite quickly. And you know, what better time to start a new way of doing things than the new year. And that's where I am. Okay, let's get my next colour. A lot less of those, look. So here I am, just plotting. I decided to go with that one. There is quite a lot of colour blocking on this. But I just thought I'd get that first colour in, because it gave me a chance to go through all the little bits. So, in case you did not know, I am working on a canvas, which is got on a pattern, which is called Lord of the Rings Stained Glass. It isn't Lord of the Rings, it is actually the story of The Hobbit, but usually they will come under the same umbrella. So for the sake of, if you're wanting to find it, I actually got it on Etsy. I prefer to get my charts from Heaven and Earth because they're well charted. This is not, and therefore it's a little less clear than I'd hoped for. However, I'm far too far through it to quit now. So I'm just going to go with it. And especially now, you know, now I've got Lord of the Rings canvases to put up anyway, but it is what it is. And I can't get, I am using, because I haven't even done that, have I? This is how rubbish I am today. I am using the XL Kuk tray in rose gold, which was the limited edition colour for November. I am using a very sticky single placer and 6 placer in one of my soft grip pens. There are none available at the moment. Hopefully I'll be able to get some made for next week. That is the plan. I have done pretty well at filming ahead, so I'm hoping I can get a day to make a bunch, because they do sell out quite well. People do like the soft grip pens. If you are interested, the soft grip pens are made with polymer foam clay using the plastic inner that you get in most cheap kits. They come with plastic, they come with a metal tip like you would normally get, and a multi-placer, a plastic multi-placer, but they are strong enough to hold a metal placer in case you want to switch them out. I don't make too many at a time because I just don't have the time. So that is what I am using. I'm avoiding the number 4 because there are loads of those. 402. I haven't made, you know like how everybody makes New Year's resolutions. I haven't made resolutions this year. What I did do was I had 13 wishes. So basically I made 13 wishes, which are things that I would like for myself. And you do 13, so you make 13 and you give gratitude for those things as if you've already got them. And then what you do is you start, lots of people start on winter solstice. So you start the first night and you burn them one by one, and the universe will take care of those things. And then the last one, your 13th wish, that's the one that you're going to take care of. That's the one that you're actively going to try. So I had a number of wishes. So they are in play. I can't tell you what they are because then they wouldn't come true. But I do have one to work on for myself. So that is what I'm going to be doing this year. But I can tell you that obviously my focus this year, my biggest focus, so on a business side, my focus is just to keep building YouTube and the stuff on Etsy, with the hopes that one day I may be able to rely on it a bit more than I do currently, because I don't earn enough, anywhere near enough at the minute. But because me and Ashley don't want to we don't want to work until we're 67. It's ridiculous. So we want to retire as soon as we possibly can. So we're taking steps to try and do that as quickly and as easily as possible, because I'm lazy. I want it to be easy if I can. I'm willing to put the work in now if I can have that time later. On a personal note, however, I will be working at getting healthier this year. So whether that be weight loss or exercise or spiritually, I am going to work on a healthier me. So physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, they are all areas that I want to become healthier, because they're kind of important, you know. If you're struggling with one, the others will suffer. It's very true. So this year is all about balance for me. But I don't sit there and say I've got New Year's resolution, because that's just, I wouldn't stick to them. I cannot believe that in, what is it now, 15 days, in 15 days time, I will have been giving up smoking for a whole year. I cannot understand why I just didn't do it sooner, because it's been way easier than I thought it was going to be. You need to have the willpower. You need to have the mindset that you're not going to do it. And then you've got to stick to it. And I have approached mine like the drug addiction that it is. I cannot, under any circumstances, have one single puff, no matter what. That's what they teach you on the smoking cessation app that the government run now. And that is the mantra that I repeat to myself. Not as often now as I did when I first started, but every now and again. Not one puff, no matter what. It's working so far. I do have a slight headache today though, but I think that's because I've got sugar in my coffee. I have also joined Weight Watchers, which I did before Christmas. It did not work out. So me and Rebecca, me and my daughter, we are restarting Weight Watchers, or Fat Busters, as I'm lovers of Little Britain will know what I mean. Yeah, we've decided to restart. Now, I was all geared up to restart on the 1st, despite me planning to have a roast dinner. I thought it's fine, I can still do it. However, Rebecca was like, oh no, don't start till Monday, because that's when I'm going to start. So I was like, didn't need to ask me twice. It was like, yes, another few days of being allowed ice cream and chocolate and all the good things. But I am taking it seriously, because I am at my heaviest I've ever been, and it does not need to get any more, because if I keep gaining, it's going to get harder and harder to get it off. So if I can give up smoking, I can lose weight. Okay, I clearly have an addictive personality. But if I can do one, I can do the other. And believe me, there is not a person that knows me well that would ever have expected me to give up smoking the way that I did. Because I think it's because I had a little added help. I asked my guides and my goddess for a little bit of extra help, and I think that's what did it for me. So I have a very sticky tray today. I don't know why. Might be because it's a little bit colder today. There was mist on the door. There is still mist on the grass, so it obviously a bit of frost. So I don't know whether it's that. Let me try wiping my tray out. So yeah, that's the plan for this year. Every Friday, hopefully, there should be a DIY DP weekly. That will be the hashtag. If you are watching and you're a YouTuber and you would also like to do it, please do use the tag if you want to. I'm not saying you have to, and I'm not saying that anyone has to. I'm just saying if you do. DIY DP weekly. And with a bit of luck, that will get me going through these special canvases a little bit quicker. Because, you know, I haven't got the patience to take 4 years to do one. It's not happening. I'm also quite scared because one of the ones that I want to do next is a Josephine Wall. I'm not sure I'm ready, but the other one is massive. And it's Amy Stewart. So, like, the confetti, do you know what I mean? The damn confetti. Oh, don't know why I put myself through this. But yeah, by doing a weekly video on my conversion, I'm hoping it gives me that push. It gives me that drive to get this done. And to keep doing it in between the events. If you'd like to take a look at some of the videos from past events, the first one was under the tag, hashtag, hang on, PK November. That was the very first one. And then the following year, it was DIY DP May. And then DIY DP Nov. Nov, not knob. Nov. And then we had DIY DP May 24. And then DIY DP 24 for November. So you can go and have a look. If I knew how to link things on the video, I would put a link in, but I don't. So, sorry. Not that. Come on, give me a chance. I'm an old lady. I need time to get used to doing these things. And Kat's not down here to ask, so that's her thing. But already, you know, I'm seeing an improvement because I've already done 3 sections on this canvas in like 2 weeks. So I can't complain. And that's the thing. It's like if I start this section and I do not stop until it is done, I can guarantee 900 drills a week. It's going to make a massive difference. And it will prove my point that by doing a little bit often will get you results. Little and often. It works with so many things, does it not? Little and often. Eating little and often is better than eating once a day and pigging out. True. Drinking little and often is much, much better than going on an alcohol bender. True. This tray is absolutely driving me mad today because it is very, I don't know why it is so, the drills just are not. I'm just going to pour them out on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab myself a dryer sheet. Now, if this doesn't work, it's more than likely that it's that the tray is a bit damp from being in the sunroom, because that's where I'm working from, and it is a lot colder in here than I'm used to, because obviously I've been in my snug for the last year. Do not worry, I will be kicking the child out of my snug soon. I'm just going to wait for this weekend's weather to get out of the way first, just in case we have snow, because I don't want to kick him out into the cabin in the snow. As soon as that's done, I'm back in my snug, because it's cold out here. Thank you to everybody who wished me a Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. Thank you, I appreciate it, as I do all of you. Like I said, it was just I had a very, very quiet, drama-free Christmas, which I needed, because the rest of last year was bloody, honestly, especially the second half, like August onwards. Oh, it was awful. So I am planning on having a much more positive year this year, and my secret to having a positive new year is to be positive, because if you are positive, you will attract positive. If you're always negative, that's all you're going to get is negative. And I'm not about negative anymore. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving it the time of day. So, yeah, that's where I am. That's where I am. Okay, we're doing okay. I say, look how many 4s we've got. I'll do that last. Let's do those. I don't want to do the great big bit first. So, yeah, hopefully I can start to get a little bit done. I mean, I don't know how many sections I've got going across. It's still a little bit sticky. I think it's the atmosphere in here. I think it's because it's damp. It's cold and it's damp, and the tray doesn't like it. So I'm trying to think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have got 9 3x3 sections going across. So it will take me 9 weeks to do a row. Nah, I've got a while, so it's fine. Anything I get done is an improvement, always. So last time I was on, I was talking about how I was working. This time, I kind of am going from the smallest to the largest, except for that first colour. And it was purely because of the way it was laid out. It was just like, do you know what? If I do that one, that will give me a good baseline to work from. And it will then be easier to find what I need. And it works. You can do yours any way you like. You can do your section as big as you like, or as small as you like. What you do find is if you are doing a bigger section, you tend to get through it a lot quicker, because especially if you're quite good at multi-placing, you can work a lot, because you're not getting out the colours quite as often. You're doing larger area. So whatever works for you. Simple as that. Which is pretty much how I work everything. It may not work for you, but it might work for me. In which case, I'm going to do it. There is a massive 2-part kitting up coming. Believe me, I didn't expect it to take anywhere near as long as it did. But once I'd done it, it was like, do you know what? I'm splitting it because nobody wants to be sitting there for over 2 hours. And I know you might sit there and go, I would, I'd love it. That's fine. But it's a waste of content time. So I split it. I think it's over an hour for each one. So, yeah, I split it. But it has got me ahead in the video stakes, so that is good. And the plan is, because I am filming Friday's video on Thursday, it means that I have got Saturday to video as much as possible for not even the following week, because I've got most of that week, but for the week after. It's going to be great. And by doing my conversion video on a Thursday, it means it's always up to date. The others may not be. Right, next colour. Let's do that one, which is the 938. I can't even talk to you about canvases that I've bought recently because I haven't bought any. I will be picking some up over the course of this next year. But you know, I do have enough to keep me going for the time being. I only did 11 canvases last year, and I think I bought that many, so maybe even a few less, to be fair. So yeah, not in a hurry. It just depends what they put out. Now I may treat myself at the end of this month if there's something that comes out, and if there isn't, I may go wandering and having a look, just as a well done on my first year, on my year of no smoking. I can safely say, because I've been through absolute shit this last year, even while not smoking, and I have not returned to smoking. There is nothing now that would make me return to it. Nothing. Do I miss it? Not really. The truth of the matter is, yes, I used to take more breaks when I was smoking. I don't tend to take breaks, but I'm also not sitting there thinking about when I'm going to be able to have my next cigarette either. So it's not a bad thing. So no, I don't miss it. I certainly do not miss the smell, which you never notice when you're a smoker. You do not notice it until you stop. And then all those times that people said to you, it's all right, just stand on my back doorstep and have one. It's okay, just do that. You really wish that they had never done that, because it absolutely reeks. You know, you stand out as a smoker, you stand outside, you have your cigarette and you think, right, put my fag out, waft my hand in front of my mouth, I'm good. Do you know what I mean? I'm good. No, that smell hangs around smokers for about 15 minutes and it will follow them all the way through the house if they walk through your house. Awful. So obviously I don't allow smoking in my house now. I haven't quite banned the vapes yet. However, that will be coming soon, because frankly, don't like the smell of that either, because I'm not on the vape either now. So yeah, feeling quite good. Okay, I'm going to put that one in there. I'm going to have a quick look, and I'm just going to have a look and see what time we were at, because I can't do massively long videos because I haven't got the storage on my phone. I need to do a mass clear out and I haven't got the time. Where are we at? Oh, I think that'll do. So yeah, that is the start of this this section for today. I will finish the rest of this off camera. If you are working on a conversion, please do comment below. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know how it's going. Is me doing a weekly video going to help? Is it going to motivate you? Because that's the main thing. If you haven't already done one, what are you doing while you're listening or watching this video? Are you diamond painting on a normal canvas? Are you just watching? Let me know in the comments. Please do, before you check out, please do like the video. It really does help me. You don't even understand how much it helps. Please leave a comment, because it would be nice to hear from you. I do love getting the comments. And subscribe if you haven't done already. And yeah, I will be back soon with another video. It is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye bye.